What up, guys, and welcome back to 5 more minutes of math right here in Mr. Erb's class. So we've talked about inequalities before, but we haven't talked about compound inequalities. Yeah. So compound inequalities is just fancy math talk for two. You guessed it, two inequalities at one time. So there are two different types of compound inequalities. You got it. Conjunctions and disjunctions. Now, their names are not nearly as important as what they look like in these two simple words that each one of them has. So conjunctions feature the word and in between two inequalities, and disjunction features the word or in between two inequalities. That's enough talking about it, man. Let's get to doing some of this. Let's focus on conjunctions first. This is what a conjunction might look like. Notice I have inequality number one, inequality number two with the word and in between. Now we use conjunctions when we're talking about a range of numbers in between a low number and a high number. So real world example, think about how many meals you have in a week, right? There's a range of an appropriate number of meals that you might have in a week. Let's say if you have less than 5 meals in a week, that's a problem. You might need to eat a little bit more. And let's say you had more than 50 meals in a week, that's a problem because maybe you need to eat a little bit less. But if we're talking about that range of numbers in between 5 and 50, that's what we use a conjunction for. So this is what a conjunction might look like written out. And on a number line, it might look like this. Yeah, something like that, right? If I'm talking about numbers that are bigger than or equal to 5, I got my arrow going that way from 5. I'm talking about the numbers that are bigger than 5. But at the same time, I'm also talking about the numbers that are less than or equal to 50. So what that gives me is this range of numbers in between the two. Now, when I got arrows going to each other like that, I'm just going to join them for a bridge. Just like that. So as you can see on my number line, the numbers that are highlighted are this specific range of numbers that I'm talking about. This is the appropriate number of meals to have in a week. Somewhere in between 5 and 50. Yeah, I'm not talking about numbers less than 5. I'm not talking about numbers greater than 50. I'm talking about 5 up to 50 and all the numbers in between. That's a conjunction, and that's what it means when you see the word and in between two inequalities. Now, you might see it written, though, like this. Yes, exactly like that. Conjunctions or inequalities featuring the word and might be written like this. And all this means is I'm talking about any number x that's in between 5 and 50. Yeah. So when we get to solving problems like that, you'll see equations in here inside these two greater than or less than symbols. So there's a way to solve that to boil it down to just an x in the middle, but that's on the practice video. But and conjunctions are usually written like this. Now they can be written like this, but they're usually written like this because we're talking about a range of numbers in between two other ones. Yeah, but what if I was talking about all of the other numbers? The numbers except for these in the middle. You got it. Disjunction. That's exactly right. Now, this is what a disjunction might look like. So if we're talking about, maybe we're talking about bad eating habits now, right? So now let's talk about bad eating habits. If I eat less than 5 meals a week, that's pretty bad. I need to eat more than that. What if I eat more than 50 meals a week? That's bad too. But let's see what that looks like on a number line, right? If I plotted both of these on a number line, let's see what it would look like. Yes, that's exactly what it would look like. The numbers that I'm talking about, bad eating habits, are these numbers here that are less than 5, or these numbers here that are greater than 50. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. And that's the difference between a conjunction, numbers in between two numbers, and a disjunction, numbers outside that range. Yeah, so you'll run into problems where, what if I try to put an and in here? Yeah, let's talk about this for a second. Can a number be less than 5 and greater than 50? Oh no. Think about that again. Can a number be less than 5 and greater than 50? No. If you ever see this special case, you know we do with special cases. no solution. Yeah, you know that. Exactly right. There's no such number that is smaller than 5 and bigger than 50. Man, I hope this helped explain the difference between ands and ors. There's a practice video after this. You need to check it out. I'll see you there. Next time, guys. Oh, yeah.